Good morning everyone and welcome to my Facebook Live. It is Narelle Fasillo here from Simply Stamping with Narelle. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator based in Brisbane, Australia, and I do online classes, and in the new year looking to do face-to-face classes if you are local in Brisbane around the North Lakes, Redcliffe Peninsula area or a little bit further north. I'm looking to hold classes at a local community centre in North Lakes. So if that interests you, then please sign up to my newsletter, which I will put the link up after this live ends, so that you can sign up to my newsletter and get all the information about my local classes. Good morning, Margaret, actually afternoon for you, and thank you for tuning in. Now today I wanted to do a sneak peek again. Yesterday I featured the Butterfly Gala stamp set, this one, upcoming in the Occasions Catalogue, and I'm going to be featuring this again today, along with, sorry I didn't get it out, the Uninked Spectrum Stampin' Pad, which is another cool product in our catalogue. So making more projects with these two items and a few more things. So I hope everyone is well. If you are here, jump on and say hello. I need to look sideways to another device to see people that are watching, because this program I'm using doesn't tell me. But anyway, hey Karen, thank you for jumping on, and thank you for sharing, Margaret. Alright, I'm going to turn you around now and we're going to get on to the crafting. Make it a really quick and simple and effective use of our time today. So let's get crafting. Alright, so I'm just going to add some light onto the subject here so that you can see. Thank you for sharing, Karen. Now I need to bring a lamp in. That's a bit better, isn't it? Turn this one around. I'm still getting a bit of darkness in the shot. I might have to move the coffee. Oh no. I just put the coffee up here so I can still reach it, because I need to be able to reach it. I just want to bring this light in, oops, a little bit closer. Alright, is that better? That's a better light, isn't it? Alright, so here's a sample of what we're going to be doing today. Really, really cute, using the Butterfly Gala stamp set and the beautiful pack of designer series paper, which is called Gingham Gala. Now, just a little bit of a heads up, this is going to be one of my first online classes next year when the catalogue goes live, because I love this paper. I'm in love with this paper. So that class will be offered in January along with another class. So I'm going to have quite a few classes coming up in the new year. Probably more than 2 a month now. I'm just going to whack them out there because people are loving them. So one of the classes coming up is going to be this pack of paper with some embellishments that go with it, and then the stamp set will be an add-on. You can use another stamp set if you like, but we're going to be focusing on this pack of paper, which is really, really cool. And I'm changing my online classes up a little bit and deciding to offer different levels. So the introductory level will be about $40, and it will have half a pack of paper, some ribbon, I think with this there's some sequenced flowers or something, sticky back sequenced flowers, and that will be like the basic class. And then you can add on the stamp set, and then you can add on the punch, because there's a beautiful punch that comes with this stamp set as well. So just keep your eye out for those. I'm going to have registration for January classes up in the next week or so. So if people are going on holidays, they can register before they go so they don't miss out. Alright, so this is what we are creating today. Really cute, really simple card, and we're just using the Butterfly Gala. I'm not using the punch, but I wanted to show you the punch because it coordinates with the stamp set. It's actually a bundle in the upcoming catalogue, and it's, whenever you buy a bundle, you're saving 10%. So look out for that in the catalogue. Alright, next, let me just move that punch out of the way and grab in my card kits that I already have ready to go. So again, I'm using the note cards today because they are really quick and simple. I'm just going to get all my bits that I need. Oops. But I didn't sort them very well before I started, so I'm in a bit of a mess. But what's new, hey? That wouldn't be my live unless I was fiddle farting around, hey? Thank you for jumping in, Debbie and Chrissy. Yes, thank you for watching. Thank you, Margaret. Good morning, Alia. Sandy, good morning. Alright, so if you are here and you haven't commented, please comment to let me know so I know that you are here. And I can say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are, whatever applies to you. Right, so these are the note cards and envelopes. Beautiful, cute little size. This card could not be any simpler, really. I'm going to put the envelope aside for now, and that is what this larger piece of DSP is for, the envelope. We'll move that out of the way. Alright, so our card, all we need is a piece of DSP, which is the same size as the card front, okay? So if you notice in this card, I have no border around it. It is just, where are you? Oh, that's not very in good light, is it? There we go. There is no border around that piece of DSP. It is the same size as the card front, all right? I'm not happy with my lighting setup today. What is going on? It's just a really dull day. So I've got clouds coming over. We're going to get hammered apparently this weekend with rain from that Cyclone Owen. But anyway. Alright, so the DSP is the same size as the card front, which I believe is 3 by 3.5 by 5. I don't know. Let's measure it. 3.5 by 5. How good a memory is that? If you're a metric person, which most of you are because you probably live in Australia, it is 9, not quite 9 centimeters by 12.7. Right, so this is, if I measure that right, it's 1 millimeter short of 9 centimeters, okay? Now, this is one thing why I don't work in centimeters, because Stampin' is an American company, they work in inches. They measure everything for their measurements, which is good. And I don't expect them to change it for us who are metric peoples. But it just makes things a lot more difficult to measure out in centimetres and get it precise. So that's one of the reasons why I work in inches, because they design everything in inches. So I just work with their measurements. And like, you can get rulers that have inches on it. So it's really not hard a conversion if you're used to doing a metric. You don't need to do any measurement like working out anything. Just get a inches ruler and you're set. Our grid paper as well, not only does it protect your surface, one side is metric, the other side is inches. So if you get our grid paper, it has an inch ruler on it, both sides, top, bottom, all the way around. And you don't even need a ruler then, just use a grid paper and you can work in inches. So I apologise if you are a centimetre person, but I will continue to work in inches because it's just easier. And we all like easy, don't we? Right, so anyway, good morning. Who jumped in? Hey, Fiona, thank you for joining me. Good morning, Anne. Thank you for jumping on. Don't forget, if you share my videos while I'm live, you go in the draw for a little prize. I drew yesterday's prize yesterday afternoon. Debbie was a lovely winner of that. So her prize will be going in the post today when I go to my hairdresser's appointment this afternoon. Because did you notice my hair? It's getting longer and it's annoying me. So this is a person who had long hair for a long time. And yeah, now I'm used to shorter hair and I love it. It's only been like 6 weeks, but geez, what a difference it makes. Alright, so all I've done is put our DSP, glued our DSP to the card front. Simple, hey? Right, so now I've just got a piece of Whisper White panel that goes over the middle, and it is 3 inches by 4.5 inches. So if you're playing along, that is a measurements. Good morning, Shirley, good morning. Christy, thank you for jumping on. Before I go any further, I need a coffee. This is my second one for the day and I really need it, so 1 second. Alright, Butterfly Gala. We are stamping in Memento ink. I just need to grab a block. Now, if you didn't catch yesterday's live, you will see that these butterflies are in pairs. So there's a big one and a small one of each design, and there's 4 different designs of butterflies. They are the one stamp. So when I open it up, a photopolymer, which is fantastic. And which one did I use yesterday? Oh, I mean when I created the sample. We'll use this one, same. Alright, so you just peel them off. You can see they are joined. So it makes it really easy. And the reason they are joined is that, I'll show you the punch again. They fit perfectly on the punch, so it will punch them out without fiddling around and trying to get them in the right positions. And you don't waste cardstock that way. So if you wanted just a little one, you would just ink up the little butterfly. And the same with the big one. If you just wanted the big one, ink up the big one. Right, so for this card, nice, easy, quick stamping. Just using the Memento ink. Making sure it is well inked. And I've probably chosen my Memento that has the least amount of ink in it. Thank you for sharing, Christy. You still have waist length hair, Shirley. Oh, see, in this Queensland heat, no, it was always up in a ponytail. And then I went, what's the use of having long hair if I'm always tying it up? Like, it doesn't look like I have any hair at all, because I used to pull it all the way back from my face because I can't stand it around my face in the hot weather. And I went, what's the point? Like, I never have it down anymore because Queensland's just too hot for long hair. So, yeah, I got it chopped and I love it. I actually want it shorter again, so we'll see. And my stamp is not quite inked up properly on this side. Whoops. So I just want to make sure that I have a good covering of black, and now I've got it all over. See what I've done? So I'm trying to take a shortcut, and it hasn't worked because now I've got ink all over my acrylic block, and if I was to leave that there, guess where it's going to end up? On my card. No matter how careful I am, it's going to transfer. And I don't know why I'm trying to do this left-handed because I'm a righty, but you know. Anyway, see the joys of stamping. I don't often do things like that, and my stamp's actually crooked on the block. I didn't just notice that. But that's the beauty of photopolymer. I can just line him up. I don't care what angle the block is at. Right, line him up and press him down, and fingers crossed it's all going to work. Hey Chris, thank you for jumping on and watching. Right, so there's one lot of butterflies. Let's just get this over and done with because I'm gabbing again too much today. And I've done it again. Oh my goodness, what's going on? And here we go, just these ones at the top because I want to put a sentiment across the middle. So I'm hoping I get them lined up. Okay. So there's our butterflies done. Really, really quick and simple. That's what we are aiming for these days. Nice and simple cards. Now I don't have the cardstock for the sentiment, which is really dumb. What do I do with that? Oh, I've lost it. While that is drying, I'm going to stamp that sentiment, but I need a bit of cardstock for that. So grab out my trusting folder of my scraps, and let's grab our, what colour are we doing? Balmy blue. I didn't bring my ink pads over either, closer. So apologies for getting really close and stretching in your way. I have just used, thank you so very much, really nice fonts and sentiments in this stamp set too. And we're just going to use this banner. It looks around the right width in the middle. Sorry, is my head getting in the way? No, good. Hoping that is straight. Here we go. Okay, thank you so very much. I'll finish with that. We will trim that later. This should be dried now. Alright, so in my sample you will see that I have two different colours in the butterfly. I have just used ink pad and sponge daubers for that. So what goes well with the blue? Should I do the Highland Heather? That's what I've used on there, so maybe not. Let's do a yellow. Let's do the Daffodil Delight. So just going to grab the Daffodil Delight ink pad. Alright, now with this, you don't have to be super careful or perfect, okay? Because we're going to sponge around the outside of it. So any you have over, it sort of gives it like an arty-farty look. Like if you see this one, I got quite a bit of purple around this one because it's so little. It's hard to get in there. So all I'm going to do is not use the blue dauber on the yellow ink pad. That would be a disaster. Let's use the blue ink pad with the blue dauber. Much better. And this may turn out a little bit green because I'm reusing a dauber that I had for another colour. So I'm a bit, naughty like that. So I'm just loading up my dauber and then just with the sort of side of it, not the top of it, sort of the side so I have a smaller work surface, is just dabbing it onto my butterfly to get some colour in the middle of him. And like I said, the little ones are really hard to do, so you are going to end up with ink around it, but that doesn't matter. We're not going for a real clean precision look with this one because we've sponged around the outside. So if I go off camera, please let me know. I probably should, whoops, sorry, should I zoom in a little bit more so that you can see? Is that a bit better? You know what, it's not going to zoom, it's very slow to react. Hang on a minute. Is that better? You can't view the live video, and for some reason. Why is that? Is everyone else okay? It's all working for everyone else? Maybe get out of Facebook and back in. It could be your connection, Anne. Because I'm still going. I'm looking at my replay and I'm still plugging along, but why is that out of focus and blurry? I'm just looking at my laptop. It's fine on my screen. Maybe my internet is a little bit... How you going today? Alright, so that's all I'm doing, okay? Just sponging the middle of them. Then I'm going to grab the yellow, get the blue pad out of the way so I don't dibber-dabber in the wrong colour. Then again, the side of the dauber, pick up some yellow. And now I've got so much yellow outside of that butterfly, I'm actually going to deliberately do the same on all the others so it doesn't look so out of place. And I've probably inked this up way too much, but anyway, there's no mistakes, is there, ladies? We all know that. It's just interpretation. Everyone has their own style. If things don't turn out quite like you wanted them to, then hey, it's all a learning experience. And when you do the next one, you'll do it a bit differently. I actually like the vibrancy of this yellow. You had phone on, so you're all fine, Sandy. Hi Linda, it's working fine for you. Margaret's good. Kate, Shirley had on the phone as well as the iPad at same time, and it was not at same area. Yes, I think depending on your device and when you started the live. So if you didn't start them at exactly the same time, then one will be slightly delayed. Because what I'm seeing on my screen as well is different to what is on my PC that I also have running. So yeah, and I'm also very delayed to what I'm doing to what you guys are seeing. Is about a 20-second delay. So that's why if I'm a little bit slow commenting on something that you say or ask, that is why, because I have a bit of a delay. All right, so we are done there. We've coloured our butterflies. Hey Rails, no, don't apologise for being late. It's all good. I'm glad that you could jump on. All right, so now I'm just going to grab the blue, daub it all the way around the outside. What I like to do when I'm doing this is not go straight from the ink pad to the paper. I like to wipe off a little bit so that I don't have it so dark to start with. And I use a very, very gentle touch. And just go around in little semicircles. You can get quite a lot out of the one, like dobby, I don't know what you call it. Really gentle touch to start with, and then as the ink is coming off more, then you put a little bit more pressure on so that you get a bit more colour. I'm not going to do the whole front of the piece of card, not the whole thing, just around the butterflies. Right, now see here, I don't know if you can tell, but the paper moved and I tried to stop it moving with the dauber, so I pressed a little bit harder. So now I have like you can see like a half semicircle there, but it's all good. Oh, and for those who are waiting for an Occasions Catalogue from me, oh dear, I need to ring Australia Post when I finish this live because my tracking number has had no movement on it since Australia Post received the package on Friday. So I have no idea where it is. Like normally it would be here by now, it would be arriving today. But there's no movement on it at all since they received it Friday afternoon. So I don't know what they're doing in Sydney, falling asleep in the warehouse. In Australia Post, who knows. So if I'm going to ring them, depending on what they say today, then I might have to order some more and hopefully get them earlier. You'll probably arrive the same day then if I do that. But I so want to get them out to everyone to guarantee everyone has them before Christmas, so you can spend your Christmas break checking them out and writing out your shopping list and stuff. But if you don't have the catalogues, you can't do that. So I'm so sorry. They are in transit, just not moving anywhere. And I hope it's not a case of, like there was a few years ago, where a Australia Post truck caught fire just outside of Sydney on the expressway. I'd hate my parcel to be in there. Alright, so there we have our panel. Now that is just going to get put onto the front with dimensionals. Just grab a sheet. Oh, they're little ones. Hang on, I don't want them. They're little ones too. I've got them in the wrong order. What's going on there? Alright, here we go. Normal size dimensionals. So this is a very quick and simple stamping, but just a little bit more involved in finishing it off. So you've got your sponging on it. Rails, you rang them yesterday and they said you have to wait. Who? Australia Post? Really? Ugh. Man. That's frustrating. If anyone wants the, I don't know if I'm allowed to do this. I'm sure someone will tell me if I can't. If you've put your name down for the catalogue and you are impatient like me and you want it now, I do have a PDF that I can send you. I think I'm allowed to do that. If I'm not, I will definitely let you know. If you want to email me, Narelle at Simply Stamping with Narelle, to get a PDF copy of the Occasions Catalogue, please do that. That will be at least something that you can have a look at if the physical catalogues do not arrive for me to get out in time before Christmas. Because that would make me very sad if that happened. We want people to be able to see all the glorious products that are coming. Right, I need to trim this at 3.5. So let's bring our trimmer back in. Yes, Rails, I'm annoyed too. That's naughty, Australia Post. Wow. Alright, I know you can't see what I'm doing. It is off camera, but trust me, I'm trimming this bit of paper so that it's 3.5 inches. Actually, I'm going to do it shorter because I didn't have it in the middle. So I've trimmed it. And now it's just going to go on. Oh, that's not too bad. It also is going on with dimensionals. What did I do with my dimensionals? Stop looking, I found them. Alrighty. So after I've done this one, I'm going to do another one. And this is where I'm going to bring in our Spectrum ink pad. So that just goes on there, hopefully in the middle and hopefully straight. Oh, and you know how I've mentioned in the past recently I've wanted to get a T-ruler to get things straight. Do you know how hard they are to buy? Hi. Wow. I went to Officeworks to get one and it was like 1 meter long, and I'm going, like, seriously, when I'm working on my desk and I'm crafting, I don't have 1 meter's worth of space. I'm lucky I have enough just for my grid paper to fit. Like, I don't have room for a T-ruler that is that big. So the lady was very nice and suggested, oh, why don't we go to Bunnings to have a look? And I went, oh, okay. So I sent hubby along to Bunnings. He was going for something else. But their T-rulers, I'll show you what he ended up getting me, which is, he sent me some pictures and I went, yeah, that one will work. Thought this is nice and, you know, it fits good on my desk. It's a nice size, you know, 25 centimeters I think is the length. Except there's this really big thick handle. So when you sit on your desk, this bit is floating up in the air this end, and this is straight, like flat to the surface. So when I go to use it for anything, my paper is not being held in place and it moves easily. So I went, well, that's a bit useless. So I need to find another one. I might have to go to Riot or somewhere or look online because it's just, oh, frustrating. I don't think trying to get something so simple would be so hard. Alright, so back to the card. Sorry, just a little side note, bit of a squirrel moment. Alright, the envelope. I've decided that this coming year I am going to decorate my envelopes because that's something that I don't always do. So I need to get into a habit of doing that. You love the blue and yellow together, Margaret. Yes, so do I, thank you. And look on AliExpress for a ruler. No, I won't look on AliExpress, sorry. I'm not happy with AliExpress because people on there sell knockoff of Stampin' Up products. So I'm not going to support that and yeah, buy from there. Sorry, not going to happen. Because the people who buy, sorry if anyone on here does buy from AliExpress Stampin' Up products, I'm probably going to offend you, but I'm sorry, but this is my business. And if someone is selling a cheaper, less quality product than what I can sell, that is taking money from my family, from my ability to be able to pay my bills, feed my children, etc. So yeah, not happy at all with AliExpress. Something seriously needs to be done because it is in copyright laws to start with, and yeah, and they are far inferior products. But I know people do buy it because they're on a budget. I just don't support it for that reason. It's taking money away from my children. Alright, so for the envelope flap, I've just put glue on it. Then I've just put a piece of DSP above it. Sorry, on top of it. And all I'm doing is trimming. So a really simple way to add a bit of wow to your envelopes. You got yours from Craft Online at T-Roller, did you? That's pretty cool. So they see that Craft Online is okay because that is a, as far as I know, it's they don't sell knockoffs of everything. It's just an online craft store, and they sell genuine products. Obviously, they don't sell Stampin' Up products because you can only get them through people like me. But yes, Craft Online. Okay, I will have a look. I'm hoping Craft Online is just an online store. Is it not? Can someone let me know? See, I don't purchase a lot of stuff other than Stampin' Up, obviously. I have to feed my own habit. Alright, so there we go. There is the envelope done. Nice and easy. So 2 very, very pretty cards. Our third one, I'm using Daffodil Delight as our base. Same principle. So that piece is for our envelope. We shall put that aside. This is our card, same deal. Our DSP is the same size as our card front, and it just gets glued straight on. Alright, so nice and simple. Build up underneath the low end of it. Shirley, that's a really good idea. That's a really good idea. So Raz, yes, it's just an online store. Cool. Thank you, that's okay. You can all go and buy it off there. As long as you still buy from me, otherwise I'll get really sad. Alright, there we go. Now, with this one, we are just going to ink up our butterflies. I'm going to use the same ones, so I need to clean them first. I'm not going to use the black this time. I'm going to use our Spectrum ink pad. Now this was a good idea in my head. I don't know how it's going to turn out, so I haven't done it beforehand. But because I'm using the Daffodil Delight paper, which is this one, I need to pop this together. So if you don't know how to use these Spectrum ink pads, they come separated, and probably go back and watch yesterday's Facebook Live because I go through it in quite detail. They come uninked and they come separated. You leave them separated to ink them up, and you simply just get your re-inkers, and which is handy to have re-inkers. Whenever you buy an ink pad, you should buy re-inkers because there's lots and lots of really cool ideas that you can do with them. This is just one. So I'm inking this one up a little bit more. And you can see, yes, someone asked yesterday, should they be stored upside down? Well, this one wasn't. And I can see the ink has soaked a little bit further in the foam. So it looks a bit blotchy on top. So I guess if you do want to keep the ink on top and not have to re-ink it as often, then store it upside down. Now, I don't know, I think that was Highland Heather, the next one. So this is as easy as it gets, like inking these up. The next one was Balmy Blue. So these are the colours that I have used on this ink pad. These are the same colours that are in the Gingham Gala DSP. So that is why I have chosen this colour family. Then we have Grapefruit Grove. It's actually not a family. I mean, it's like these colour combination, I guess, is what you use. And then the last one is Lemon Lime Twist. So obviously when you first get it and it's not inked up, you'd put a lot more ink on it than what I'm doing now. I'm just topping it up basically so you get a stronger image. So that's it. That's all there is to it. Now you can use it like this, separated, or if you want the ink colours together, you just push this end bit down and then they are together. If you leave them together like this for any length of time, the colours are going to bleed into each other. But if that doesn't worry you, then, you know, that's fine. But to store it, you need them separated to be able to put the lid on, because in the lid there is this little groovy thing here that has to go into here. So it has to be separated for you to put the lid on. Right, I want mine closed up for this stamping today. And because I have Daffodil Delight as my DSP, I am just going to use the bottom 3 colours, because these 2 butterflies fit perfectly on these 3 colours. And then we're just going to do the same design. So 2 down the bottom and then 2 at the top. Really, really pretty, this colour combination. I love it. And 2 at the top, which I don't think are straight. Oh, never mind. Sylvia, late again. You have to catch up on the beginning later. Yeah, no worries. That's okay. Right, now I want to close this up, so I'm going to open the ink segments and then put my lid on, and then I'm going to store that upside down. But the thing to note is that once you've inked it up, you have no idea of what colours that you have used. There's a little groove in the cover here that you can put in the colours that you have used. You can either use bits of cardstock, glue them in there. You can colour it with Stampin' Blends. You can colour it with Stampin' Write markers. You could even, if you can write small enough, you could even write the name in there using a Sharpie or a fine tip. Something that won't come off, like a, yeah, it's got to be like a permanent pen, I guess, because you can't reuse these. You can't sort of wash them out and put other colours over the top. It would just, yeah, it's not worth the effort. You just get a new one. And then store it upside down. The other thing you can use in there is if you have still the labels. So I don't have any labels left on the back of that ink pad. This one. If you have the labels left on the back of your ink pad, then you can cut off the little bits here that before the writing and stick them in that little groove. That would be a really good idea. So then that's a more accurate colour of what's in there. Alright, so now we are going to use our daubers again, and the same idea. I'm going to use, right, now I need my ink pads back. Daffodil Delight, Balmy Blue and Highland Heather. And I'll make sure I get the right ink pad for the right dauber. Can you change them around, Shirley? No, they are not removable, those little pads in that Spectrum ink pad. I know there's brands out there that you can take the segments out. I think there was years and years and years ago when I used to buy at other craft stores. Alright, so all I'm going to do is I might actually take some of the colour off my dauber. So I don't want it like to be as dark as the actual stamped image. Sylvia, you love that big ring on my right hand. That one, isn't that a beauty? It's really hard to get it close enough where it's light. Can you see that? I actually don't know what that stone is. It is a gem of some sort. It's one of my late mother's rings. She had a lot of dress rings, like, and I was going through her jewellery for something the other day, and I came across that ring again. And I went, oh, okay, I really like that. I'm going to wear it. So I've changed up all the jewellery today just for something different. Because I can. Yeah, I don't know what the stone is. It is a proper, like a gem, but I don't know. I can't. Well, someone will know what that is. Alright, so then, again, Highland Heather. Whoops. So you're just colouring in with the, what are they called? Daubers. There is a stamp in the set where it does colour the background, like the infill. But I wanted this to be a bit more of a like arty-farty, tourmaline. Yes, that could be it, Shirley. Something like that. Yes. Exactly. Tourmaline. That is it. Yes, it's got to be... Oh, Mum would have got that before, or maybe she either got it in the 70s or before that. Yeah, so it's definitely not modern. I remember she had a one with a red in it as well. They weren't actual proper rubies. They were a red like a ruby. I don't know what they were. They could have just been, I don't think it was glass. It was too deep a colour to be glass. Yeah, I've got that one somewhere too. Here we go. There's our coloured butterflies. And then with this one, I thought I would just sponge around the yellow because we have Daffodil Delight DSP. So we want it to sort of all blend. So these are quick and easy cards, as you can see. There's nothing very hard about this. They're probably not as quick, but there's nothing really detailed or difficult in these. We're just sponging around our butterflies. I'm not being very precise. I'm just getting colour on there. And I had enough colour on this dauber to do the whole lot. There we go. Our butterflies are done. Now there is a middle stamp that goes with the butterflies, a body actually is what it's called. And I might put the body on this one because I think it needs it. So we will just pick the Highland Heather body maybe, I think. Garnets probably, yes, exactly, Sylvia. That is what they could be. Yes. Dad used to pick up a bit of this stuff from, he was in the Navy. And he used to always find things and buy them for Mum. I remember he was in, they went to Japan in the Navy, and he bought Mum a full Noritake dinner set. It is stunning. And he got the whole thing. Like there's like 8 of the dinner set, like the plates, the bowls, the cups, the saucers. Then he got the gravy boat, the teapot, the tea cups, the, oh my gosh, it's just a big tureen, serving platters. It was amazing, amazing, amazing. And I've always loved it, but I was never allowed to touch it. And Mum never used it because it's too good. And she's like, no, I don't want to use it, I might break it. So she said to me a few years ago, she said, all right, you can have that. You've always wanted it. So they brought it down when I was in Sydney still. They brought it down one year as a, I think it was a birthday present or something. And it's beautiful. It's packed away in my cupboard and it won't probably ever get used. I think I used the gravy boat once one Christmas and I was so nervous the whole time I had it out. It's like, oh, what am I doing using it? I would hate to break it. Oh. Alrighty, so there's our bodies for our butterflies. That just finishes that off a little bit. And again, I need another piece of scrap for our sentiments. Hey Sharon, how are you? Thank you for jumping on. I take it's your lunch break, darling. Right, trying to find a bit of scrap that I have. This might work. Bit thick, let's cut this down. So that is just going to sit on there. I'm going to flatten this top edge because it's a bit, my trimmer needs a new blade, and when it starts to do that, it leaves like a curled edge. So flatten that. Let's pop this on. So if you would like to receive these cards today, the ones that I have made, then you just need to share my video while it is live, and I will do a draw when I've finished, and someone will get these popped in the mail to them this afternoon. And yes, it's open to people overseas as well, so don't be scared to share my video. I like lots of people seeing our little crafting ventures, so I might inspire someone who hasn't crafted in a while to get their supplies out and make something. Because crafting is good for the soul, as we all know, because we are all very avid crafters, aren't we? Alright, so that simply goes on there. Then I'm going to stamp my sentiment. I'm not going to do yellow because it's going to get lost. Let's pick up the blue. No, what have I picked up? Purple, Highland Heather. And I've lost the stamp. Here it is. Stop looking. And now I need to clean it. So thank you all for staying around. You don't understand why people have beautiful things and do not use them. I know, Karen. Oh, why would they do that? That's me. I think it's because it's sentimental with this Noritake set, which is really, really silly. I mean, seriously, I need to use it and appreciate it. Hey, I have lots of old tea sets. I love a bit of shabby chic and roses and stuff. So when we go anywhere, antique shops or anything, I'm always on the lookout for the matching cups and saucers and stuff, and the little plates. Like, I got given one for my 21st from my godmother, I think it was, and it was a beautiful rose pattern, and it was the teacup with the gold around the edge, and the saucer and the single tea plate. And apparently they were the rage when, you know, they were younger and stuff, and it is stunning and I love it, and I haven't used it. But every time I go to op shops as well, I have a look at, but antique stores, I look out for more, and I've built up quite a little collection now, but I must use them. I used them when my family laughed at me when Harry and Meghan got married. I went, okay, this is a perfect opportunity to have like a little family high tea. So I went and bought all these little cakes and special little things, and then we had a little high tea, and I got those sets of teacups and stuff out, and my husband was sitting there with his teacup like going like this. It was so funny. And then he finishes the cup and he goes, oh, I need another one now because it's so small, because I'm used to having a tea in a mug. But that was lots of fun, so I should do that more often. And yes, I need to use that tea set, that Noritake set, don't I? It's not being loved and appreciated sitting in a dark cupboard, is it? Yeah, I don't know. It's a fine line between cherishing a memory and respecting that, you know, my mum didn't want to use it because she didn't want to break it. But then what's the good of having it if you're not going to use it? Yeah, I know, it's a double-edged thing, isn't it? I keep swinging from one way to the other, but you're right. And it's not even on display. Like, I have so many crystal glasses and stuff that I can't even put on display. It's actually shoved in the cupboard at the back. You keep things for sentimental reasons? Yeah. Kathy, you got your mum's dinner set packed away too. It's a hard one, isn't it, Kathy? What do you do? Like, I want to respect that mum didn't want to break it, but I also want to acknowledge that it was hers and remember her by using it, but I'm so scared it's going to break. Put the ring up close. Alright, hang on, wait. But you're not going to see it. It's going to be in shadow. Wait, I have to move a light, Shirley, so that you can see that. Where's the camera gone? There. Alright, it's still not very good light. Alright, can you see that a bit better? Because the camera's here, but I can't get, well, I'm trying to get up close. There we go, Shirley. Can you see it? It's a bit dark, I know. I can't get the light any higher. Let me see. Is that a bit better? There you go. That's as good as it's going to get done. Life's too short. Use it. Yeah, I know, Sharon, but oh, if I break it, I could just imagine Mum looking down on me going, I told you not to use it. What you use it for? Now it's broken. Mum never taught like that, but anyway. I could use it. I know you can get replacements. You just got to search far and wide for them. Alright, there we go. So there's our same card done with our Spectrum ink pad. Different look again. Gee, I've gabbed on a lot today, haven't I? How long have I been on here? My goodness me, nearly an hour. Alright, you lot are really patient, aren't you? Listen to me gabbing on so much for an hour. That's ridiculous. Not you guys being ridiculous, it's me talking so much. Alright. I won't talk the rest of the day now, I'll be tired. How do you go? You're very quiet. But yes, I've talked my word limit for today. You've got all your mum's crystal bowls and you won't use them, Rails. Yeah, it's a tough call, it really is. It's like I was that way when I got left all mum's jewellery, and she had a lot of jewellery. She's a bit like me, we love our jewellery. And then I thought I just wanted to keep it all, you know, in the drawer. And then I went, oh, I should wear it. Like, what's the good of having it if I don't wear it? So I decided to start wearing it a couple of months ago. And I even wear normally the ring on this finger. The gold band that you see me wear is my dad's wedding ring. Because I need to remember him as well. I don't have a lot of dad's stuff, unfortunately. So that's a shame. I don't even have his photo up, because the one that was on the casket at the funeral, we couldn't find that at Mum's house anywhere. I don't know where that's gone. I don't know what she did with it. Maybe she got really angry with him because he passed away and she threw it out. I don't know, but we can't find it. Oh, alright, so here we go. Here are our 3 cards for today. All the same, or the same layout and the same design, just different colours. Beautiful butterflies. This one's a Spectrum ink pad, and these two are your Memento ink pads, and we've just used different colours. So quick and easy cards. Don't forget, in the Occasions Catalogue, so I'm just moving things aside so I can get to everything. These were made with the beautiful Gala stamp set and the Gingham Gala Designer Series paper. So they are coming to you in the Occasions Catalogue. If you have put your name down and you haven't got your catalogue yet, then please bear with me. They are delayed in shipping. They are stuck somewhere in Sydney. Wait a minute, I'm just going to switch you back. Okay, sorry for the hand in the way. Yes, the catalogues are stuck in Sydney, I believe, somewhere. Thank you, Australia Post. They're being really difficult with delivering. I don't know what their problem is. I know they're overwhelmed at Christmas, but gee, put more staff on. So yes, my catalogues are on their way. I'm not sure when they're going to get here. Gingham is, yes, Sharon, that is the Gingham DSP that is in the upcoming Occasions Catalogue called Gingham Gala. Really, really pretty, and I love the colour palette of it, and that's the colour palette I have used in the Spectrum ink pad and on all the cards that I have made this week so far. Thank you for watching, everyone. Quick reminder, you know I'm going to do it. Here we go. Online classes still available. Tropical Chick online class. Registration for that closes at the end of December. Jump online, check out the details and register. The classes are going out at the end of this week for those who've registered so far. So that is $60 that class. In that class you get the packet of DSP, and I'm trying to think what else you get. Wait a minute, I can't remember. Oh my god, that's so bad. Oh, you don't get the, I don't know, you get the stamp set and the DSP, sorry. Oh, that's why my brain was blank. I'm going, that doesn't make sense. That didn't sound right. Right, so yes, you get the stamp set and the DSP for $60, plus you get project kits for 8 projects and full colour instructions. The other class that's available at the moment is the Tea Room online class. Again, $60 for this one. You get the stamp set and the pack of 12 by 12 DSP. Again, 8 projects with full colour instructions. That one also is available to register until the end of December, and class packets for those who've signed up so far will be heading out by the end of this week or mid next week. And the last thing to remember is my summer online retreat. $75 for product. You will get a stamp set and embellishments that coordinate with that stamp set. And that is a new stamp set in the Occasions Catalogue. And you'll also get 3 online card classes. So with those card classes, you will use the stamp set that is in your goodies bag, and in your goodies bag you'll get the kits for those classes, and we'll run those classes online. So 3 different classes across the weekend, live. So it's a bit like this. I'll jump on and I will do the live crafting with you, and you'll have your kits so that you create the cards with me, and while I create them, and you have any questions you can ask and stuff. It's all held in a private Facebook group. And there's also fun and games that we're going to play and prizes to be won. There's creative challenges as well, which are a lot of fun. And again, a prize for each challenge. There's prize patrol. And there are 2018. Shirley, what are you talking about? I'm sorry. Did I say? I did, look at that. Oh, it's meant to be 2019. Oh, Shirley, thank you for picking that up. I did not pick that up. Oh my goodness, that's really silly. That's why I've had some questions about the dates. Oh, far out. Thank you. Whoops, I shall change that. Anyway, it's held in February 2019, not 2018. We're not going back in time. I'm so sorry about that. Oh dear. Yes, you'll also get a goodies bag with all that I've listed already, plus extras. You'll get like little pillow gifts because it's like an online retreat. So if you actually went somewhere to a retreat, then you'd get a little pillow gift every night. But because we're not online, because we're not live physically at a location, we're all online, I'll still give you the same little gifts. So with this one, you don't have to pack up and go anywhere. It's all held in the comfort of your own home, and it's all held in a private Facebook group. So it's going to be lots and lots of fun, and I'd love to see you all on there. So if you have any questions about that, let me know, and yes, I will correct that date. Oh, that's so silly of me. Oh my goodness me. Wow, thank you so much, Shirley. That's really bad. Yeah, I wish I could turn back time, yes. And the last thing is our year-end closeout is still on. So retiring items from the holiday catalogue, not the annual catalogue like someone contacted me about yesterday. The retiring items are just the holiday catalogue items that are retiring. Everything in the, I'm getting confused. Everything in the annual catalogue is continuing through until June next year. The only things that are retiring are from the holiday catalogue. There's too many catalogues going on. Can't get my words out. Yes, so the holiday catalogue items that are retiring. So jump in and grab them. They are while stocks last. And that is it from me today. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for everyone who commented, liked and loved and shared. And I'll see you all back here tomorrow for yet some more quick and simple and easy cards. And I hope you all have a wonderful day. And I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye-bye.